The long-awaited sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is finally here, so let's see if this new animated film is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. After reuniting with Gwen Stacy, Brooklyn's full-time friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is catapulted across the multiverse when he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. I really like Into the Spider-Verse and going into Across the Spider-Verse. Like many people, I had really high expectations, exploring different spider people and different forms of animation. There's so much to appreciate about Into the Spider-Verse. And Across the Spider-Verse takes everything that worked about Into the Spider-Verse and goes to the extreme. Across the Spider-Verse is going to be one of the best animated films of this decade. This is an achievement in filmmaking. Very impressed with this movie. Right off the bat, I was impressed with the blend of animation and how we're able to take animation and use it as a way to express the feelings for some of the characters. When we are in different worlds, we have tones and colors of red or darker colors or light blue to showcase the emotions from some characters and their interactions. The different styles of animation are weaved together beautifully to where you get the different look of the different spider people throughout the different multiverses. If it's more traditional hand-drawn animation or Lego form, or the classic animation that we get for the Spider-Verse movies, whatever it is, they're able to blend it so nicely together, and you just see all these different styles of animation come throughout this movie. And so immediately I was impressed with how they were able to take animation and just use it as a way to tell its story as well, but then also just those heightened action scenes and able to blend in all the different spider people that Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy come across. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's groundbreaking. I thought the first Spider-Verse movie was astonishing for its animation. This is so much better because they handle so much more. They offer many new spider people throughout in different forms and different Spider-Verses as well. And we get different styles and it looks so good. Now, Miles Morales' story is solid within this film as he is catapulted into these different multiverses and understanding his role in all of this. But looking deeper at his relationship with his mother and father and him not being able to tell his family who he is. And at times he does feel alone. Now that Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker are back in their own worlds, he's not able to connect more with other people. He does feel alone for like the first half of this movie. And we're exploring his emotions and his development as well, what he wants out of life post high school. And so exploring this character, adding some more depth, looking at some deeper themes for this character makes him a rounded out character compared to that first movie, as we see a more mature look at him. Even though he is 15 years old, we see a different point of view for this character and a different look at him and able to explore him nicely throughout. And then when he's connected again with Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker, we see that personality shine throughout this movie, and we get the sense that this is his true calling. This is who he's meant to be, is Spider-Man, and that true personality is coming out when he is connected with the other spider people. Gwen Stacy has a lot to do in this movie. She has a very solid storyline that's very similar to Miles Morales, that sense of being alone and not able to fully express who they are, and she's looking for more in the world as well. It's a little bit different than Miles Morales, but there are some deeper moments for her as she's trying to live up to the other spider people in the multiverse and able to kind of showcase her abilities as well. So we have a more large in-depth look at Gwen Stacy. I feel like her storylines are almost on par with Miles Morales and the amount of screen time that she has. But that interaction is very strong between her and Miles Morales. A very strong relationship that flourishes throughout the movie. There's highs and lows. There's moments that are going to be testing these two, but looking at this relationship and the characters individually was a strong point of this movie. Now the movie's over like 2 hours and I think 15 minutes long, and there isn't many moments where the movie slows down. It has a nice pace of introducing our characters and their relationships with their families, and then traveling to the multiverse and looking at all the other spider people. There's a lot of references. I was shocked with the amount of references they had. And this is the way to handle the multiverse. Where Doctor Strange failed is where this movie succeeded. There is so many cool references. I don't want to spoil, but there are some amazing things they did that are able to connect it to other Spider-Man movies. I'm just going to leave it at that. But like I said, with the different animation form, we're able to get different looks at the Spider-Man characters, like a Lego Spider-Man or a dinosaur Spider-Man or a cat Spider-Man. But then we also see some different versions that are able to connect to these movies. So understanding, I guess, Spider-Man as a character in different forms, from video games to television shows to comic books to movies, the understanding of Spider-Man and the love of Spider-Man as well shines throughout this movie. But then it's also looking at the purpose of Spider-Man's story with Uncle Ben, or with her father, Captain Stacy. Each Spider-Man has to go through a certain story to position them into being Spider-Man. They have to go through these challenges. And Miles Morales doesn't believe that he has to go through all of this, similar to other Spider-Man, and he has to fight for protecting his own family. But looking at canon and looking at each Spider-Man's story and how it's shaped them to who they are now, they have to go through these tests, and you understand the purpose of everything leading up to them being Spider-Man. And that's where we have Miguel O'Hara within the film, voiced by Oscar Isaac, and he believes that every Spider-Man should go through this test and everybody should have like a similar storyline. And his character was really good. I loved Miguel O'Hara in here. His style of animation, but his abilities as well, and what he stood for, and his complicated story in here. It was a bit conflicting at times. You almost look at it like not so much more as a villain, but someone who's taking charge and making sure things go the correct way. And I love some of the other spider people that have a lot more to do in here, like Spider-Woman, who's voiced by Issa Rae, and Daniel Kaluuya as Spider-Punk. There are so many new spider people that just fit beautifully within this movie. This movie ends on a cliffhanger and it builds it up perfectly. The score, the animation, the story is able to build off of that first movie very well, but we're slowly building to our end, which was very suspenseful, and looked at the different Spider-Verse, but also just ended on a cliffhanger and you wanting more. You cannot wait till March next year to get beyond the Spider-Verse. And with the announcement of a live action Miles Morales, you're just wondering, how are they going to end beyond the Spider-Verse, leading into possibly a live action movie? But Across the Spider-Verse was an achievement in animation, from blending in so many different styles of animation. If it's our villains like Vulture or Spot, or if it's looking at the different spider people, they're able to just handle so many things going on at once, and it doesn't feel like it's a jumbled mess at all. You feel like it's just weaved together so nicely. But the deeper themes of being alone and feeling like you're a part of something and you must protect your family as well is very strong. The development of the characters is handled so well to where you connect with them. They're so likable throughout, but they have a chance to grow throughout the movie. The new Spider people, the score, everything about this movie is really entertaining. It's funny as well. It's got a lot of jokes from our different characters. Seeing Jake Johnson return as Peter Parker, I love that he feels like a new character within this film. He has a baby, so there's a lot of new additions to the movie while also continuing the themes, the style of that first film, but just bridging that and connecting it and making it a lot stronger in this film. If you enjoyed the first film, there's going to be a lot to appreciate about the second film and the style and just all of the characters within it. It's a very strong film and one of the best Spider-Man movies. I heard many great things about it, but I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. So before I give you my score for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse an A. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Have you guys seen the new animated movie? What did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up-and-coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.